I'm gonna record as much information as I can. Fuck it. Fuck it. Hey guys, what's going on? Do another gameplay video here, and I got more information while I was falsely accused in jail and in prison. I died once in jail, and I died once in prison. I wasn't kidding about being a fucking miracle child, a miraculous twin, a surviving twin. Here's more proof that this cop fucked up his own life. Here's why. I can understand why he threw me under the bus, putting false information on me and falsely accusing me. Well, here's why. This all happened, and this is my story. You got that? What happens if law enforcement officer betrays a miraculous twin? Kind of like Josh Chaya's father that works in DePage County Jail, Wheaton, Illinois. Look it up. They work there. Oh, that's right. They're being interrogated right now by marshals. And they're going to do whatever it takes to put falsely information on me. Let's see. Let's read on, guys. Based on the legal and situation contact regarding identical twins and law enforcement. If a law enforcement officer betrays or incorrectly handles the situation involving identical twins, several, often chaotic, outcomes can occur due to the digestible nature of the suspects. Here's what happens when law enforcement handles twin scenarios. So let me get this straight. So you cops set me up, you put me on a false for the information, and you set me up in a fake case. This is why I have no criminal history right now. So you set me up, you knew what you were doing. I didn't know what I was doing half the time, but now you threw me under the bus talking to marshals that I knew the whole thing. What if they didn't care? What if they asked, why did you set him up? Did you know him at birth? How did you know his birthright? How did you know he was a surviving twin? Oh, you lied about that. We looked it up. Now, this is what fucked up with Josh Chaya's life. Wrongful arrest and release in cases of mistaken identity and innocent twin may be arrested, charged, and even jailed while the guilty twin goes free. Yeah. So, I did my jail time, I done my prison time, and I'm free. Why am I free? Because I'm done with my prison time, and this cop falsely accused me on my Facebook, on my sieged phone, that, hey, I think the Page County cops are trying to kill me when I called my dad. And, yeah, my dad thought they were joking, but no, not really. So he found out the hard way when I died. Wasn't getting the right medication doses, and I hit my head, had a concussion, and died. And I woke up still in the same cell. And they did take a head scan of me when I was in Taylorville, but they said there was nothing wrong. So it was all an act. And then after prison, I went and got an actual head scan. The brain swelled up. And guess what? I found out I hit the brain stem, which is 1% chance you're gonna live. And now I gotta get an MRI done. So that's part of that scenario. The other part is Josh Chaya has been trying to falsely accuse me ever since I got out of prison. All the fucking illegal pornography, all the illegal fucking rape, all the illegal fucking this and that on my ass. Why? Because I didn't do any of that shit. Okay? I didn't do anything after prison. And he's been trying to frame me, wrongfully accuse the public. Now, let's move on, shall we? I don't care if you don't if you take this video down, you're out of your fucking mind. Oh, you will. But if you won't, that means Marshall's got a hold of it. Administrative errors. Because identical twins share nearly identical fingerprint and sometimes similar names, law enforcement may accidentally release the wrong twin from jail. Well, did he release me from jail? No. I went to prison, but he acted like I got released. probably, and send all this falsely information. How else will he falsely accuse my Facebook of illegal pornography on my sieged phone while I was in jail, incarcerated? I said all that to my father. You think I'm lying? Look up the records. You got that, marshals? Legal complications. If a police officer is tricked by the twins, the case may fall apart. If they act on false information, the incident twin can be released, and the officer may face internal affairs reviews for failure to follow protocols. Now, marshals already know this already, so they're going to interrogate the law enforcement officers that were involved. They can't trust law enforcement anymore. They have to ask the public people if they were involved, and if they can't trust them, well, they're going to have to take legal action. That's putting them down if they don't stop this. Alright? Law enforcement, you're out of time. Twin defense. Hurdles. While DNA can distinguish twins, it is often not intimidate if they are in collision. Determining who committed the crime becomes difficult, often requiring investigations to prove conspiracy against both, rather than finding the specific perpetrator, actually. Funny. So, marshals looked up my DNA sample. I'm a surviving twin. I wasn't lying. They falsely accused me of wrong information. They gathered all my fucking medical records. He's a heart transplant. Why did you lie? Boom. There goes one guy down. Then they went back to DuPage County Jail. Where is he? Because they got the wrong guy. Well, maybe they did, but maybe they didn't fucking care who he was. Because he was just another law enforcement that lied up his ass. And then they took out a bunch of freaking law enforcement because they lied. And this was going to be in a warfare. So they probably, let's just say, by example, they took out all the law enforcement in DuPage County Jail for saying a lie. Now, I don't know if that actually happened. I was out. So I don't know, man. I'm just saying it might have happened, but what if it didn't? Internal affair consequences. If a law enforcement officer acts unprofessionally or misdefines a suspect due to negligence, the officer may face disciplinary action. And I just spoiled that surprise. Like I said, they took everyone out in DuPage County Jail, and they took everyone out in Lawrenceville. They took everyone out in Hill Correctional Center, and they took everyone out in Taylorville, and then they took everyone out in Lawrenceville Prison, Taylorville Prison. Oh, let's not forget Stateville, where I got over-drugged 3 times the medication, and I probably died multiple times, and major concussion, multiple heart attacks, strokes, seizure, fucking blurry vision, heart complications, felt my heart stop, had a cardiac arrest. I actually told I did tell medical that I was having heart complications. I wasn't getting the right medication treatment. I told mental health that I'm hearing voices in my head, all that shit. And she said it was head trauma, massive head trauma. And I think it was massive brain trauma, so I probably got massive brain trauma, head trauma, because I still hear shit in my head. So, mentally. So, no, I'm not no one's lab rat, and I'm not no one's test subject anymore. Why? Because now military's involved. Okay? So here's just a few examples how it's happening in real life. And that's actually how it's happening. Now let's read the last part of this section for law enforcement's final consequences. Ultimately, if law enforcement is betrayed by a Miraculous or tragic swab, it leads to a failure in the chain of custody, a possible miscarriage of justice, and a law investigation to correct the error. This is the biggest fucking attempt murder case in the world. Why? Because it already happened.